If your door is weathered and worn, not only does it take away from your home's curb appeal, it could be taking away from your family's safety and security, too. We want to update this front entry with a new fiberglass door. We're installing a pre-hung door, meaning our new door comes already mounted to a new door frame. So we'll have to remove the old frame. And by the way, these instructions will work for most exterior doors, whether they're fiberglass, wood, or steel. Installation instructions and tool requirements should come attached to your new door. And you can find the printable instructions for this project, as well as a tools and materials list at lowes.com/videos. The tools and materials you'll need include a new pre-hung door, a drill with driver bits, a hammer and nail set, screwdrivers, a reciprocating saw, a pry bar, caulk to weatherproof the door, a level, a square, a tape measure, utility knife, nails, screws, shims, minimal expanding spray foam insulation, putty knife, shop towels, work gloves, and safety glasses. If you don't feel confident installing the door yourself, call Lowe's. We install many types of doors. If you decide to do the installation, read the manufacturer's instructions and follow any local building codes. Also, before removing the old door, it's a good idea to have the new one on hand. Make sure it will fit the rough opening and check it for damage. To know what size door you'll need, remove the interior trim around the jamb. Measure the height, the width, and the depth of the opening. Your new door should be 1/2 inch less than the height and 3/4 inch less than the width of your rough opening. Also, while standing with your back to the hinges, note whether you open the door with your right or left hand. Give this information to a Lowe's associate who will help you choose your new door. Once you have the new door, follow your manufacturer's instructions for removal of the packaging, shipping braces, and clips. Some keep the door square during installation. All right, let's get started. Remove any insulation and exterior trim. Remove the old door from the hinges with a hammer and nail set or screwdriver. You can take the hinges off the jamb too. Now remove the screws in the sill and the jamb. Cut any nails between the jamb and rough opening with a reciprocating saw. And now we can remove the door frame. If you need to, you can use a pry bar under the sill. We'll dry fit the new door before we secure it in position. Then we'll have to prep the opening. The subsill is where the door will sit. Check that it's square and level. Make any adjustments with shims. It's also a good idea to make sure the new door will clear the finished floor. On the door, measure from the bottom of the sill to the bottom of the door and check it against your flooring. If the new door won't clear, raise the door by securing a piece of treated wood to the subfloor with caulk and screws. The next step is weatherproofing the subsill. Run a bead of caulk along the subsill, about 1 inch from the front and 1 inch from the rear of the rough opening, with a wave or zigzag pattern in between. Apply caulk to the sill, too. Now it's time to set the door in place. With a friend working from the outside, set the bottom of the door against the opening. Then raise it up into place. Temporarily use shims near the top of the frame to help hold the door. Adjust the door frame so that it's plumb and square in the opening. Next, insert shims at the hinge locations. Shims help keep the door level and plumb. Just be sure to have at least 1/8 inch clearance between the jamb and the rough frame. Then drive screws through the shims. Now to the lock side. Make sure there's an even gap at the door reveal. Also check outside. There should be an even space between the door and the jamb stop at the top, middle, and bottom. Follow your manufacturer's instructions for spacing any other shims around the frame. For added strength, you should definitely place shims where the lock set and deadbolt will be positioned. Remove any remaining shipping braces. Then open and close the door to ensure smooth operation, and make any necessary adjustments. Then score the shims with a utility knife and snap off the excess. Your door sill may need to be secured with screws. Check the manufacturer's instructions. So the door is in place, so we can seal the gaps around the frame with minimal expanding spray foam insulation. When the insulation is dry, remove any excess with a putty knife. Be careful not to get it on your skin. Reattach the trim. At this point, you might find it easier to remove the door from the hinges and work on sawhorses. Your pre-hung door might have a pre-finished stain. If not, apply a coat of paint or stain, then you're ready to caulk and install the hardware. Installing a door handle or deadbolt is an easy task, and with a pre-hung door like ours, you should only need a few tools to do the job. For complete instructions and other home improvement projects, visit Lowe's.com/videos.